Hey guys, Alex from 7th Hour Films back again with Bocchi The Rock. Last time around we had See You Tomorrow, where basically the girls met up and decided to get jobs so that they can support the band until they become really, really successful as a band. This, of course, sent Hitori into a crazy anxiety attack, as most things do for this girl, honestly. But she was able to run the drinks counter at the club, and she actually did that fairly successfully. It was a very large leap forward. And at the end, the girls decided, they're going to do their best to have a good time and be successful with this band, but they got to find a singer. And that's pretty much where we left off. So yeah, good stuff, and I'm excited to see where we're going this time. Like always, the reaction is down in the description and in the pinned comment for your viewing pleasure, so let's go ahead and jump right into this episode of Bocchi The Rock. Here we go. I don't know, is it too late for me to learn a guitar? I don't know. Here's the thing. It's not really just the guitar. I'm probably just too old to learn most instruments. I don't know. Mainly just because, okay, I'm sure with, years of practice, yeah, I could do it. But there is a part of me that, thinks, there's a piano in the house, actually. And I think, well, I don't know, could I? But then I'm I can't really, type properly, the proper way of typing. I don't really do that. I kind of mix it up, and I'm just whatever I feel like works. So I don't know if I could do that on a piano. Plus all them notes and stuff. See, this is the thing. I've told this story before. I feel like recently, actually. Was it an episode? It must have been Kaguya, because when on earth when I have said this in Vinland Saga? But I've told this story before on the channel of I used to be in band in 6th and 7th grade, and I was in the percussion unit, I guess you could say, of the band. And for the first year we had what we called the bells. I guess it was more like a xylophone, but we called it the bells at least. And on it, we would have the little things, and we would do the notes and stuff like that. And after 6th grade, over that summer, I guess I just didn't practice at all, and it just completely left me. So when I started 7th grade and we had to do that again, I was just kind of looking, and of course, mine was the only one that didn't have the notes written on it, Mine was just completely, clear, basically. It was metal, but, there was nothing on it. Whereas all the other kids, it was, engraved or painted on at the bottom of each key what note it was. So I would literally just sit there in 7th grade, and I was just I have no idea what it was. And I started to not care anyway. But in 7th grade, we started getting away from the bells in the percussion unit, and we were doing more of just drums and such. So we had the big bass drum that I freaking loved, the snare drum, which I was pretty good at. You had the cymbals too and stuff like that, and you had shaky things. I don't remember what they were called. But we had way more of those in 7th grade, and I was great with those. And my teacher kind of figured it out too, because I think she called me out one time, and she was oh, you're not getting it. And I was just I don't remember these. And she's well, you need to get better. But then I think after a couple more times of me just standing there not be I could get a note, that was it. After that, I guess she probably just gave up and was I could just put him on the snare drum or the bass drum. Funny thing is, in 7th grade, I knew I was not going to come back to band in 8th grade. And the last, month of school, the band was doing this. We were practicing this song from Lord of the Rings, I think. I don't remember what song it was. I've never seen Lord of the Rings either, so I couldn't tell you what it was. But we were practicing this song, and I was put on the bass drum, but the bass drum didn't come in until like page 2 or page 3. But we never got there. In like that entire month, the band never did enough to get to that point. So literally like that last month or those last couple weeks, I literally just stood there doing nothing while everyone else was playing, because my part didn't come up yet, and it never did. And after that, I was out of band, and that's when I went into drama that I was in for 4 years, and then I quit that too, because I didn't want to do that anymore. So yeah, that's the history of me, I guess, my electives, my non-technology electives in high school. Because that was the other thing, was we had, I mean, that was pretty much the other one you did, was technology. So I did those. I did just, technology course every year. I guess, for the final thing, after drama, after I dropped that after my junior year. And my senior year, I took a film studies class, and I really enjoyed that. And that's actually, that film studies class, I made like 1 or 2 things that I actually put on this YouTube channel, because that was around when I started about 10 years ago. I don't think those are still on the channel. I think I took them down. Like, technically they're still there, but like they're either unlisted or they're private, because they're shit. So, anywho, back to this episode. I just wanted to, I don't know, but I think about that sometimes. Like, could I get into playing an instrument? And I'm like, I don't know if I can. Okay, I can. I don't know if I want to, basically. I guess that's what it is. Like, yes, I could sit down and practice for 3 years straight, and I could probably become really, really good at it. I don't know that I want to, And just, like, thinking about, like, trying to hit all the notes and everything. Like, my hand already hurts doing that. Like, my hands, I probably have some sort of arthritis. I don't know. But, like, my hands hurt just from using a friggin' keyboard all day, So, I also have, an ocarina. A Zelda-specific themed ocarina for Ocarina of Time. And I never learned how to play it. And yeah, I don't know if I ever will, because it's one of those things where it's like, I don't know if I can. I've tried like doing it a little bit, but I'm just like, it's like my hands and my brain just like won't coordinate properly, So I don't know. There is something about a bass though that's for some reason that's slightly appealing to me. I don't know why. It's not like it can be any easier. Like, I don't know. I would doubt, like, I would assume learning bass is almost exactly the same. Obviously it's different notes and everything, but like, I would assume in terms of difficulty, it's probably not that much different from actually learning a guitar, but for some reason there's something about that. Maybe because I feel like a bass is inherently maybe slower, like you're not shredding on a bass per se, when they do the thing, like you're not really doing that. So I don't know. Anywho, let's actually get to this episode, get to this actual episode and talk about it, and talk about Kita-san, who I was right. I was friggin' right that she was the runaway guitarist. That was pretty cool. I'm glad I caught that, She was the runaway guitarist, which was interesting. Now, it's an interesting thing because I feel like they didn't really bring up that much. Can she sing? Because here's the thing. It's like, there's a part of me that kind of wonders, is like, well, do they need another guitarist? Because originally it sounds like she was going to sing and play the guitar, on top of Rio also playing the guitar. But now they've sort of solved half of that because they got Bocchi, who plays the guitar. So they've filled their guitar quota. So they need the singer now. So couldn't you just have Kita sing? Like, you don't need to learn the guitar. But is it just her embarrassment? How did they not realize? Well, I guess because she never showed up to practices. I'm assuming this band is fairly recently made. Like, it's not like they were together for years. Like, they were together for a bit, and then when it was time to actually actually go out and perform, that's when Kita flaked, basically. Because, yeah, she couldn't hide it, basically, anymore. But because she never showed up to practices, that's why they never realized that she bought a 6-string bass instead of an actual guitar. So, I don't know. Are there any other, types of guitars out there? There's because there's the electric guitar, there's the bass. You've got the acoustic guitar, you've got smaller things like, a ukulele or a banjo or stuff like that. But it's in terms of, I guess, just electric stuff, you have the electric guitar and then you have the electric bass. Are there any others? I don't know. What is it about a guitar, man? What is it about a guitar that's the coolest fucking instrument ever? There's something about that. When you see someone shredding a guitar, you're like, this is the coolest motherfucker that ever lived, And it inspires you. You want to, I'm sitting here man, was I too late? Should I try to learn a guitar? But then I'm also do I need to try to play guitar? I don't know. I've never been a music guy. I listen to music, but it's not to me, I'm not creative like that. I'm not a musician in any way. So it's do I need to? I don't know. I'd probably just be playing some old rock songs, basically. I would never create anything new. I would never make a new song. So I don't know. There is something appealing about a friggin' bass. I don't know what the hell it is. You know what it is? It's because I don't know how to describe this fully. But there's something, for some reason, I don't know why I'm like this, but I always like something that's slightly not mainstream. You have the big mainstream thing, and I'm the thing that's slightly to the right of that. I like those things, and I don't know why. And this is also dumb as hell. Let me just don't think that any part of that actually made sense. To me, that's why I don't have an iPhone. I have an Android. Now think about that. A lot of people have Android, so it's not it's niche, but it's not the thing. And it's the dumbest fucking thing, And honestly, it's more of just a justification after the fact than something I actually think about. It's something I think about, it's a justification that I create for owning a Wii U instead of a PlayStation 4, Boy, we are going all into my psyche today, apparently. I don't know what's going on. We're supposed to be talking about Kita, but I don't know. But there's something about it now where I'm looking at it a bass. A bass guitar instead of a regular guitar. Maybe I could do that. And I'm but plenty of people play the bass. It's a friggin' bass. If they didn't, there wouldn't be bass, I don't know. I'm just talking out of my ass. What else is new? That's what this entire YouTube channel is. People pay money to listen to what comes out of my anus. We're going too far today. I like... You know what I like? I like that only Bocchi was afraid of being replaced. It was never actually an issue. It never came up. And even then, she wasn't even, genuinely thinking that. It was just her inferiority complex, So it's just, she's seeing... she had to latch on to, oh, yes, I can make the drinks. This is a thing I can do. But then it's nah, but she's really good. But I like just talking to Kita. It's just no, she's really nice. She's there for you. You already have this connection, So that's at least good. I don't know. But I like at the end that she does something. She's the one who specifically makes sure that Kita stays in the band, which is good. So yeah. And I like that Bocchi melts to any kind of praise. It's the thing of it's I want to call it a meme, although it's just true that it's if you give a guy a compliment, it's like they are going to hold on to that for the rest of their lives. And it's true. It's true. Like, if you give a dude a compliment, especially if you're a girl, if you give a dude a compliment, that will stick with him. That is like a core memory now, you know? I like that Bocchi is kind of the same way, where it's like, oh, this is how you get her to do anything, is you just praise her, you know? She can't take it. She doesn't know what to do, so she just melts. It's hilarious. So but yeah. But that was good. And yeah, I like that Bocchi's the one that makes sure that Kita stays, you know? Like, that's really good. I like that. And yeah, so now, I mean, Kita, we thought Nijika was an extrovert, but no. Or Nijiki. Did I say Nijika? Nijiki. Excuse me. We thought Nijiki was the energetic extrovert. No, now we got Kita. She's even more of that somehow. So, but it's okay. It's okay. See, now it balances out. Now it balances out because you have your two happy girls and you have your two quieter girls. One by anxiety, one by choice. So, it all just kind of works out that way. So, but yeah, we have our new vocalist who's also learning guitar, very difficultly, but she is learning guitar. And yeah, we'll have to see where this is gonna go. So yeah, that is basically it. With all of that being said, I'm Alex from 7th Hour Films, and I will see you guys next time. Take care. Alright guys, thanks for watching this video. There's a bunch of links on screen if you want to go click around any of those. There's a playlist with all of my Bocchi reactions, as well as another video you can go click on if you want. There's also a subscribe button and a Patreon button on screen, as well as other links in the description if you want to go check out any of those. See you guys later.